though, but so I'm trying to figure out how that's disrespectful. That's actually your name, so.
Play button.
Just saying, bro.
Technical difficulties. Yo, what up? What up? What up?
Yo.
Yeah.
What up? Hey.
Oh, good job for the intro. Man, we're doing big things here in the No Man Fantasy Sports Podcast. You know what time it is. It's Tuesday. Yeah. What up, people?
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Wow, that came in waves. I like this.
Whatever, man.
Man, you know what? You got a bad attitude. He's mad at me, whatever, bro. You got a bad attitude. But it is what it is. It's Tuesday night, and of course, it's the No Man Fantasy Sports Podcast. We got a lot going on tonight, but first and foremost, always the most appreciated people in the planet. We're gonna start off with my man Snow. What up, Snow?
What's up? What's up? Happy No MaaM Tuesday.
Yes,
there you go. Happy Tuesday. No MaaM Tuesday.
We got the silent assassin. What up, Stitch?
What's going on, y'all?
Man, we're just chilling. My man Jay Curbs. I was telling Jay Curbs I saw another Nebraska fan. Nebraska's the finest. There he goes, Mr.
Oh my
God. We got the man terrorizing the streets. He's on your street right now. If you turn around, just be careful. What up, Reese?
What is going on, fellas? What's going on?
What up?
You better not be. You better not be.
We got Big Bo. Bo, thank you for the intro again. Appreciate it. What's up, man?
Yes, sir. What up? What up?
We got the man. Don't come around with goldfish. You know what he'll do? He'll apologize. Man. What up?
Yeah.
What up, y'all?
Man, 50 grand in the building. Always representing those debates. Always doing a great job on the TikTok world. You know, my man Bro's in the building. What up, Bro?
Yo, shout out to Bo, man. Bo is goated right now. I just want to put that out there. While people talk about, who's a part of whose podcast, we got Bo, bro. So I want to give Bo some love right now. Shout out to Bo.
Appreciate you, big dog. I appreciate you, big dog.
And of course, we got the in podcast history, three-time fantasy champion, soon to be dethroned. My man Wes. What up?
I'm already
very soon. Yeah, whatever.
I'm coming back.
Whatever, bro.
Getting closer, man. We got about a month.
I know.
Before the draft, so get yourself ready. I obviously next week we'll be doing the random wheel. I'm calling it right now. Next Tuesday, random wheel number 1. We're doing 3 random wheel leagues that we're inviting people on, but the first one is us. And we have 9, we'll have 10. Obviously, Drew, who's on here right now. Shout out to Drew, shout out to Stino. That's 11. We'll definitely get one more, 12, whatever.
That too.
We got the whole posse coming in for the first. The first one is just No MaaM. That's what we do, and then we'll invite some casualties. Now casualties.
Unfortunately,
to the next round, whatever.
To their demise.
Yeah, we hate that, right? We actually hate that.
we
It's
do
the
want
worst idea you came up with.
thanks, buddy. Appreciate the love. First and foremost, I'd like to say
I didn't know who the fuck
to,
was.
our sponsors, the Comedy Zone here in Charlotte, and as well in the Cherokee Mountains, and as well, of course, Dr. Dre's always doing his thing. I want to unfortunately have to start on a little bit of a somber note. I do want to, just make awareness of it. I need as people say, the prayer police out there for me. Actually not for me, but so much more my son and his baseball team. We had the privilege of going down to Fort Myers, Florida this past week. Got to see some great friends. Hadn't seen in a while. Family as well. But on the way down, we heard that one of Lucas's coaches, Mr. Perry Sonny Smith, great guy, great, just great all around dude. He spent 20 years as a scout for the Cincinnati Reds. He coaches my son's team, does a great job, really just good, down to earth kind of dude. Unfortunately, was in a very, very bad car accident on the way to the tournament. Had to be airlifted to the hospital, has gone through multiple surgeries, is in ICU. Currently, dies of pneumonia, unfortunately, but hopefully, he can still come out of it. 73 years old, man. Great. He's in phenomenal shape. But just his name again is Perry. He goes by Sonny, but Perry Sonny Smith. Just a great guy. So if you guys are out there in Twitch land and in YouTube, all of our 1,485 subscribers on YouTube, and everyone just listening out there, if you could just keep Sonny and his family in your prayers, really appreciate it. So I just he needs the love. So shout out, tip your hats to Sonny.
Prayers up, man. Prayers up.
Appreciate you, Sonny. So everything that you do for the boy. The boys did do well. I mean, we could have done better. But the first game was when they found out what was going on. They came in and they dominated. They won 11-1. The Prince, as you guys, the unpaid intern Lucas had a phenomenal tournament. He batted 667. Had a bunch of hits, a bunch of RBIs, played a great field, robbed a home run. Videos coming soon. We were trying to download it today. But yeah, there's some great videos that we have. So very happy about that. What was not happy about was this was supposed to be a 10.5-hour drive. Wound up being about 14 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, you get lost?
Gosh. So, and a lot, there was closures on 95 because of that accident, which we didn't know, obviously. But then all the other alternate routes, there was construction or there was accidents. And shout out to Jacksonville. I hope they discontinue you as a city.
Move on.
Because not only do you have a garbage football team, which we will be probably talking about, but your roads are even worse. Like it's pathetic. So it was really bad. So yeah, shout out to my wife, shout out to my son for not, unaliving each other or myself during that drive. Bucky's overrated. Just gonna say to put it out there. I'm just
very, very overrated.
Overrated. It's just it's a gas station on steroids. Like I mean, if you're into beef jerky and specialty items, the brisket sandwich was good. It was saturated in barbecue sauce. A little much too much for me. I mean, yes, wide variety of things, great, convenient. I bought cigarettes there. There you go, Bucky. I bought a lighter. Swear to God, I got a Bucky's lighter. But no, the trip was good. Happy to be home, obviously, and happy to be talking about what we got going on. We got a lot to talk about. Obviously, shout out to my boy Lavishly Tough. Bro is probably rocking a hat right now or a shirt. Are we? I don't know.
Sweatsuit, man.
Sweatsuit.
Shout out to my boy Tuffy, man. Appreciate you, bro. As soon as people stop being so disrespectful, You know what I mean? Not you, Mitchell. Obviously, they know who they is in here.
Yeah,
Kirby.
bro. So I'm just gonna start with you, man. I was watching some film today on the NFL Network. Shout out to the NFL Network for the coverage that they do at training camps. Your boy James Cook looks pretty fucking good, buddy.
Well,
He looks
I
explosive.
mean, he looks ready. He looks ready. He does. That's true.
I
I
mean,
think
from what I saw,
think
he looked really good.
I think the team is dealing with a lot of injuries. So
Yeah.
just I mean a lot. I'm talking about we got like 13 guys right now on in the injured list, and a couple guys just sidelined, just precautionary, but everybody deals with that, man. So it's not like it's happening to us and nobody else. It's just nature of the business,
And so we're gonna get to more of that, bro. Thank you for
Obviously,
starting up. We're gonna talk about what each of us are gonna talk about our teams, our camps, what's happening right now. But hey, man, no time like the present, bro. We're bringing it back, man. Excuse me, out there in Twitch and YouTube and Earth. Are you fucking serious? Bring it back, people. I'm tired. There's so much going on in the world of sports, not even just football. And you know us here at the Fantasy Sports Podcast. We cover all the sports, fantasy wise, reality wise, however you want to talk about it. And I know we all got a bunch of them today. So, I think I'm going to start off with Stitch today. He's rocking a Dr. Pepper shirt. He's old school. We're going to bring back the old school. So Stitch, stars off. You got an Are You Serious today?
Yeah, man. To be honest with you, I just talked to you about this a minute ago before we went live, Mitch. There's just people that will believe anything and everything, like the Terry McLaurin thing with the ankle injury. Yeah. Come on, man. Like, if you're going to buy into the fact that he has an ankle injury when you know he's going through a contract dispute, come on, bro. He doesn't have no ankle injury. Come on.
He's tired of being fined. That's what that is. He don't want to be fined.
Well, no, Stitch.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
He pointed out perfectly, Stitch. Dude was walking up the hill talking to the reporter.
So, yeah, I guess he does have an ankle. I mean, maybe it ain't that serious, but, I mean, come on, man. Let's be honest. We all know what Terry's doing, bro. He's in a hold-in. He doesn't want to get fined. He doesn't want to pay all those penalties, bro. He just wants his money. That's it. He has no ankle injury. Come on now.
Do your thing, Terry, but are you serious, Terry? Terry? Come on, Terry. Bro, what you got?
Unfortunately, man, mine's is just Mr. Mike Brown, man. It's just unfortunate that, you finally do something correct. You get to this kid, you get him in after the debacle of what transpired inside the work, right?
Right.
And as we all teams go along, as I was alluding to earlier, everybody gonna go through injuries. Everybody gonna go through where sometimes you're gonna have to bring certain players on your roster to make your roster better, and to suffice for what you lost potentially in the person that gets injured, right? My thing is this: like, if the money wasn't there to work out something with essentially your best defender, just what it's been the past 2 years, then I can agree with not wanting to, concede to his demands of more money or how the contract goes, right? But when is it the time that you're going to just get it right? You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's never happened, right? But like a lot of times it's your decision making, man, that's just holding the team back potentially. And it is what it is, man. We'll see how it work out again, man. But he just get on my last nerve, bro. He got a lot of shit with him, bro.
Mike Brown?
Yes, sir.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
Belly B.
Yeah.
Who got your I don't know, I was gonna say something bad. I'll just leave it alone. What's up, man? What's your Are You Serious for the day?
Mine is the NFL as a whole. Okay.
Whoa.
You guys talk about having better health standards and protocols for players, but how are you sitting there getting a broken bone in your neck just by doing hand drills with a rookie tackle? How are you still getting Achilles injuries when you weren't even supposed to be at practice? But yet you're there getting cooked by Deontay Johnson and end up busting your Achilles. Like, when are we gonna get to the point where we realize that injuries happen more often in the off season than they do in the regular season, and y'all gonna do something about it?
So NFL and your injuries. I'm serious.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Reese, what you got, angry one?
Just a little pettiness. Yo, not every black quarterback needs to be compared to Cam. You don't have to add him to the conversation. You don't have to bring him up just to make a point. He has a Super Bowl. We're happy for him. They don't always have to be compared to each other. Leave Cam alone.
Wait a
Thank
minute.
you.
Who's being compared to Cam?
Jalen Hurts.
All right.
Well, so let me ask this, and Reese, because I know that it was him and Ryan Clark, right?
Right.
So who brought up who?
I think it was a fan base question, and then it just went to oh well, Cam ain't do this, and this guy did this, and it's always attacking Cam for some reason.
So
I know he dresses weird, has a lot of kids. I understand.
No, what I'm saying, Reese, did Cam bring up Hurts' name or did
No, they brought
Clark-
Cam into a Hurts comparison conversation with Cam.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. What happened was Cam didn't rank Jalen Hurts in his top 10. And so after he
that's what
didn't
happened.
rank him in his top 10, then somebody from Pittsburgh's ex-organization player who thinks he's the best shit since sliced bread ended up making a comment about Cam Newton and what he did and couldn't do or wouldn't do when the comparisons to Jalen Hurts' career. And so then Cam responded, and now it's just gotten out of hand. So
okay. So all right. So
Cam made a list and
so
people
Cam
didn't like his list.
left Jalen Hurts off the top 10.
Yeah.
And then Ryan Clark felt like he needed to swoop in like Superman to save Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
All right. So in essence, Ryan Clark, are you serious? And Cam, I think you need to.
I don't know.
Well,
Because Cam had a good point. He said, so I think one of the questions was, do you have
we're
to
saying top 10 right now or top 10 all time?
Wait, hold
no,
no,
top
this
10 right
now.
now.
So one of the questions.
Put him in his top 10 of right now. Come on, bro.
I don't wait, hold up. One of the things that was brought up was the question was Cam was like, all right, is the road to the Super Bowl have to go through Jalen Hurts, right? And he said, not exactly. It has to go through the Eagles. So I think the Eagles have a great team all around.
Right.
I think Hurts to the Eagles is not what Cam was to the Panthers.
You know they're not winning the Super Bowl last year if Kenny Pickett played all season. I mean, let's keep it.
Nobody is winning the Super Bowl with Kenny Pickett.
But that's what they had on their bench.
Right.
Went for James. So you can't say that Jalen Hurts is
right. Nobody's saying that he's bad.
Right, but
this should have been his top 10.
We'll move it on. Bo, what's your we'll talk about more about obviously. Bo, are you serious?
Watching Quentin Johnson still drop passes left and right in training camp.
Yo.
It's absolutely nuts, bro. I had to deal with Jerry Jeudy. I watched the likes of CD at the beginning. Like I watched this, but I've never seen a number one receiver drop this many passes in a row and still be on the same team. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's your number one job as a receiver, man, is to catch the ball that's getting thrown to you. And you have a good quarterback. Let's be real. He's a top 10 quarterback. So I mean,
that is a little nuts. Quinn, are you serious, bro? How many years has it been now?
Too many.
3?
3?
4?
Too many.
3?
My question is, who did he beat out for a job?
He didn't. It was a
There's
trick.
nobody there.
It was a trick. Keenan left.
Got,
Mike Williams had to leave.
Yep.
Next up before they started drafting Ladd and whatchamacallit, who they got this year.
Yep.
And then
Yes,
they
sir.
had Davis got hurt, and then they
Trade
had
Palmer, traded Palmer to Buffalo.
Palmer.
So so that's the thing that how bad do you got to be to get traded over a guy that can't catch the ball? So Quinn, pull your shit together, bro.
He's a great route runner. He's a great route runner, man.
He
but
runs
it's just
great. He just doesn't know how to catch the ball at the end of
He
it.
get open.
Talking about.
Thing about that, if you watch all the highlights from that training camp, is he has that issue. But it's sad when the guy that got drafted 2 rounds after you, the same draft, has more receptions the last 2 training camps than you do in the regular season.
right.
Saying. All right, Snow, what do you got?
Race for the starter.
Oh man, are you serious? The entire Cowboys organization.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow,
I mean,
going after the cripple. That's crazy, man. That's
Well,
no, that's just. Wait, you talking about Jerry Jones or the left tackle?
The left tackle.
Oh, okay, left. Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't say
The left tackle. The left tackle is just unfortunate. It's terrible.
He's basically the Grim Reaper at this point, dude.
Yeah.
But man.
Yeah, that's if they don't have bad luck, they have no luck at all. That team.
Man, you got the owner not even pronouncing the guy's name right. Michael Parsons.
he can't pronounce
on interviews.
Listen,
with all the microphones in front of him.
You know he trolling. You know my Jerry.
No,
Jones.
he not. He old.
Hey, Snow.
He had an 82-year-old moment.
Let's not forget, Snow, that he also took a personal shot at his quarterback.
Yes.
What was that about? My brother texted me. My brother was like, "What am I listening to right now, bro? What's going on here, bro?" Like, yeah, they're a mess over there in Dallas. Yeah, so they had the guy who has the broken bone in his neck. He's out for several months.
3 months.
Guyton's out for several weeks, right?
Guyton's out for 4 to 6. Yes.
Yeah, 4 to 6. Yep.
And then wasn't it somebody else, or was that it? Just them two?
I know Diggs.
Overshawn is still going to be out for the first 4 to 6 weeks of the season, and Jaden Blue is nursing a hamstring injury.
Yeah. So hey, Dallas fans, sorry, buddy.
I'm not meaning to laugh at injuries either, everybody. But
No,
it's just
but Dallas Cowboys, are you serious?
Come on, bro.
I'm saying this right now. I think the Giants finish above them.
I do too.
Oh no, I know, diabolical. Good night.
Do you think Milton takes Dak's job this year?
Yes.
Oh, bro, he looks.
He looks
good.
a lot.
He looks good, bro. I'm gonna be real.
What do you think?
I understand we only see so much too, bro. But like, Joe Milton is making passes and reads that.
Yeah, but hold on, Bo. I want to go to Bro because he, has been consistent since day one with the Dakota. Bro. I mean, is this the time you think, man?
Well, I don't ever think there's going to be a time for the Cowboys either, just from the standpoint that you have a guy in Dakota that you can at least make the playoffs with. When you look at this kid Milton, man, he's giving you what today's quarterback looks like. Now, Dakota and George Pickens right now in practice look damn good. They're building a rapport is what coming out of Dallas. But I still think that at some point you've already seen the best of what you can get out of Dakota. It does not get you a win in the playoffs. It does not get you to the conference championship or the Super Bowl. Do I think they go through the season and then bench Dak to go to Milton? No, I don't think that leash is going to be too far. I think if they start off 1-3, some shit like 1-4, he might be done.
Interesting. I like that. All right, what you got?
Oh man, where do I start? Kissing in the locker.
Kissing in the locker.
Yeah, we had to leave the love for last, right? I'm just saying, man.
Christian Wilkins. Like I'm not even mad at. I don't even know what side to take on this. If it's the Raiders side, because the Raiders are trying to make it seem like someone went to HR because Christian kissed him on the forehead.
That's great.
The whole situation is ridiculous, Wes. The whole situation is ridiculous.
jump.
So wait, one of the players went to HR or one of the staff members went to HR?
One of the players.
One of the players.
One of the players went to the
Right.
coordinator.
Went to the HR.
But some guy slap you on the ass 1,000 times?
No, come on, man. But basically, from the organization standpoint, let me be on the other side. They're saying that they didn't like the way he was treating his rehab. Right? He only played 5 games last year, and basically they want him to get another surgery, and he was like, no. So then this story comes out, which is funny to me because I can see like the slander that comes behind it with the little mixtape that Christian Wilkins got out there on the internet.
A mixtape?
Oh yeah, they got him grabbing this guy on national TV.
Oh no.
Doing
God,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He was in that Rico?
Was he?
Yes,
Kitty party?
He was on. Was he on Epstein Island? Is he on the file?
Hey, he might have been.
He might have been. He might have been. Real talk. They got video for this mug right here.
Was he one of the Cassie's freak offs? I mean, what are we talking about?
But it's weird to me because like the Raiders had a gay player in their locker room for a couple of years.
Carl Nassib.
Yeah, so I'm not tripping off of that. I'm just tripping at it on the standpoint that like kissing in the locker room, like certain stuff you can't do in the locker room. Like for real, it's just not the place for it. Like if you that way, you that way, but not.
Oh, hold on a second. Can I ask a quick question though? I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
If let's I don't want to paint the picture because that's disgusting, but let's look at that scenario. He's in the locker room. It's the Raiders, so they just got off a loss.
Goofy.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that was. They're in the locker room, and he walks up. Don't worry, hey, Max. So it's not a big. Max doesn't punch him in the face.
No, man, no.
How did it go down? How did it say he went down?
I don't know. Dude, it's hearsay, so you don't know what's going on. You're just going by.
What this other guy, if he's kissing, just punch him in the face if he didn't want to be punched?
Hey, it was probably tight in there, dude. Like it ain't got out yet. It was probably tight after it went down.
I bet it was tight.
That's crazy.
Right. You know what
the fuck?
What are we talking about?
Like for you to go to HR, like I've heard one of these guys say, football people don't go to HR.
Yeah,
they settle it.
That's what I'm confused about.
They settle it, right there. Like if you disrespect me, if I feel disrespected, we gonna settle it right here.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Wes, this is not the. Do you remember the Richie Incognito and the bullying with the Miami Dolphins? Do you remember that?
Yeah,
that ended up coming out not to be true though.
Oh, I know, but that's the reason I bring it up, Curb. That's the reason I bring it up. It's ridiculous.
I don't know. No, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it's actually true with Christian Wilkins.
But if you read,
motherfucker.
I know he's zesty and all, cool. But like if you read into it, the offensive coordinator was the one that went to the head coach and they went up the chain about what happened, saying that he said the player looked and felt uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But the player never said anything about it.
Okay, so did they cut him yet, or is he?
Yeah, he released.
Yeah, waves.
Released. Okay, he got released.
But
So first of all, if
released,
all right, Robo.
Yeah, but if first of all, for them to release him, yeah, you can add the injury shit all you want. That was the legal way. That was to make sure they can't get sued.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you have to be delicate, pause, with these type of situations because sometimes when you just flat out voice your opinion towards certain things, you get crucified in the media. People take your brand and bash it just off of something that you may have said. So everybody probably is trying to hold on to their money rather than just flat out say exactly what's going on with this dude. But if you look at the moments that Curbs and everybody else was alluding to, it's just preposterous that this ain't the first time. So as a player, I don't got the right to not have to. I don't feel like I got to tell you about some shit like that. You should know that already, motherfucker. Don't touch me. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, so, but I feel like also though, like this is like black and white. Like if you look up workplace sexual harassment, like that's what that is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just saying. And we can't act like the NFL isn't an employer. So
yeah, but he does have I see what you're saying, but he also has ground to stand on. Why is this report coming out? Hold on, listen, hold on. Why is this
Why
report?
is it coming out? Because
Hold on.
that's sexual harassment. That's anywhere that's
Hold on.
termination.
Hold on. After he gets released, this comes out after he was released. So he does have a leg to stand on if he were to file a grievance within the NFL.
No, he doesn't.
Yes.
No, he
What is
doesn't.
he? What ground is he
What
standing on?
grievance is he going to file if he's blatantly sexually harassing another man?
Curbs, listen to what I'm saying. It came out after he was released.
Uh-huh.
So
that still gives him somewhat of a grounds to stand on with being wrongfully.
yeah, that's called actions detrimental to the team.
You're saying he being wrongfully released by the team.
That's what he said he was going to file in his grievance, was wrongfully released from the team due to those actions.
It's not wrongful when you.
That's not why they're releasing him. Also.
Right. Raiders are standing on, hey, we're releasing them because we don't like the way you're going through your rehab.
Yeah.
Right.
So he
and in his contract they have the right to release him. So.
Yeah. And the Raiders don't owe any explanation. Like Herb said, it's a business. Like,
wait, quick question: was John Gruden able to sue the Raiders when he was terminated?
No.
Okay, so that didn't happen either. Okay.
Why did he sue the Raiders?
He tried to sue the league.
Is that all of his emails came out after?
He tried to sue the NFL because of.
Oh, okay. I thought he said
they fired him. We had to force to fire him. Like, yeah, so I remember. So, yeah, the NFL was digging up Dan Snyder's stuff, and on Dan Snyder's email and stuff, they saw there was like a Gruden page, and that's what Gruden got caught up in.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay.
That was a crazy time, by the way, Wes.
Yeah. Well, hey, good luck to the Kissing Bandit, Wes. I mean, and your team. I'm just,
No, hey, we're moving on. I ain't gonna worry about it.
I
got some other stuff to talk about the Raiders.
You got one more about the Raiders?
No, I got good news.
Okay. Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, look.
Just say, Mitch, are you serious, Christian?
Listen, my Are You Serious is just it's to the fans, because I want to get this one out of the way and early before the season starts. To the fans of NFL, for whatever team you represent, and to whatever team you buy your jerseys and your hats and your wristbands and your leg warmers, whatever the fuck you buy, right?
He's giving us the finger.
Listen, I have no problem with you thinking the world of your team. I have no problem thinking, you thinking that your team is going to be great. That's what you should do. That's the whole idea of fandom, right? But then there's reality. And if you can't speak reality, it makes you, the fan, look stupid. And then as a consequence of you, Mr. Stupid Fan, or I don't want to be sexist, Mrs. Stupid Fan as well, you make your organization look stupid. You bring them down a notch, right? When you're talking about your teams, and then you ask people for advice, or hey, Mitch, give me your honest answer. Just be prepared. I'm going to give you that honest answer. Whether you like it or not, you can never talk to me again. Cool. You asked me a question. I gave you an answer. I don't want to mention any names. I'll mention a gender.
Oh.
I was approached by somebody when I was wearing actually this shirt. So, and she first asked the genius question. So, Mitch, do you like fantasy football? No. I was like, yeah, no, of course I do. What's your question? She goes, well, and Kirby and Wes, you could laugh at me all you want with this next statement. She says, well, I'm a diehard San Francisco 49ers fan.
Oh, fuck me. I already know what this is about.
Wait. And she said, knowing that Christian McCaffrey is 100% healthy.
No. Nope.
Have I if I get the first pick in the draft, is it a smart pick to take him? Right?
No.
So, okay. So before I answer the question, you guys know what happened to me last year. So you know my answer off the rip. Well, I had a more important question to ask her, like how she was so sure that he was 100%, right? Because I said, "Are you Dr. Quinn? Did you have like, are you part of the medical staff?" She's like, "No, I just watched. I was just watching the NFL Network." I'm like, "Oh." And then I said no, and I said I wouldn't draft him in at all. For being honest with you,
No, and neither.
You just don't know football, or you just hate Christian McCaffrey.
Wait, she asked for your opinion. Oh.
I said, yeah, make sure you turn it Tuesday night so I can express to you how I really feel about your fandom. Stop watching football if you're watching. I hope you are. You're probably not because you don't like me to begin with. But good luck with that. Take him with your first pick. Actually, I hope it's $1,000 league.
Kelly goes in the Twitch chat. Goes, no, guys, it was not me.
It was not Kelly. It was
Thank God it wasn't Kelly.
But listen, baseball mom, genius of 2025. Are you serious? Don't play fantasy this year. Give it up. You suck. Have a good night. Anyway, got a lot to talk about. As we're talking with the boys. Reese, you want to go first, and then we'll go into. Actually, Reese, hold on, thought. I do want to talk about something.
I can't see mine. Are you serious?
That's right. You fell off and came back on. That's right. Sorry, Mr. Kirby.
All right, no, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, so my first "Are you serious?" is for Angel Reese.
You got two of them.
She said, and I quote on an interview, "I make $1,400 in 7 days. You make $1,400 in a week."
Wait, hold up. I saw that as well and thought that was funny. But I saw that on a meme about 3 weeks ago.
See, I saw it in an actual interview.
Right.
I'm
not sure. Still sexy. She's still sexy. I do not care. Do not care.
Wait,
I saw that. I said,
wait, Curry, wait. Run that back one more time.
Okay. So I saw this thing on Twitter, and I'm like, huh. Let me go do some digging. In any interview with a local reporter, she says to her haters, "I make $1,400 in 7 days. You make $1,400 in a week."
Yeah, Reese, thank God she's cute, man.
Right,
Hey,
Reese,
man,
I think that's the
she's
only
sexy.
thing she got going for her, Reese.
She's sexy.
She's
sexy.
Good, bro.
That's the kind of woman you're looking for.
That's
First of all, the $1,400 in 7 days. Wow. Oh my God,
So and then my other "Are you serious?" is to all the players in the NFL who go and play with the Chargers, Rams, and 49ers. Rashawn Slater. So we know he just signed an extension. Okay.
Right.
Now, if you're to play in that state, we know where his contract is at. He has to pay $10.5 million in federal taxes. California taxes, he's paying $3.79 million. For California Social Security Medicare, he's paying $1 million. For California State Disability, $342,000. It's a total of $15.72 million in taxes. So he's only going to bring home yearly $12.77 million. Why would you go play for them? Why?
Boo-hoo. Thank God some rich guy's paying his taxes. Thank God. Somebody. Yeah.
But why would you go play for those teams if you're going to be paying that?
Right.
Because you're in California. That's it. You're in California.
See, it's a
you're in LA.
It's a waste of cash.
Wait.
Taxes supported. What's the taxes for a New York player?
Hey,
it's got to be crazy too.
Hey, Reese, unlike Biggie and unlike LL, I ain't never going back to Cali.
Man, like Brian went out there. You want to be a movie star? You want to get all that stuff? You want endorsements? He'll probably make it back in endorsements. He knows.
So Reese, like I say, hold tight. I want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this video that we have on the No MaaM Fantasy Sports YouTube page that is severely blowing up. Every day, comment after comment rolls in about these hits. Right? We talk about the how the NFL used to be, as we talk about, right? That these massive hits, the Ray Lewis hits, the Ronnie Lott hits. We go on and on about all these crazy hits. And if you haven't watched the video, please do so. It's I think we're at like 47,000 views right now, some crazy shit. Jared, keep me honest, maybe less than that.
No, I haven't looked.
Yeah, but but every day it's 5 to 10 comments, new comments a day. And they range, right? They range from, yeah, I missed that kind of football too, that the new football version is soft, to people yelling at me like I created or invented CTE, or I'm promoting CTE, or I'm promoting these guys get injured. And then there's just weird shit, just other, whatever random stuff, like just like people be like, God damn, he should have got out of the way of that truck. So just some comedy to it or whatever. But there was a really good comment, and I don't remember the guy's name. I'm sorry, I forgot to write it down. It's out there, and I could go back and get it, but I'm not going to tonight. But he talked about who's responsible for it, right? Where does the responsibility lie in all of it, right? So we as fans, we love that hard-hitting NFL back in the day, crush a guy, right? We knew that was part of the game. But I ask you all just real quickly, just please follow along with me if you don't. What do they say? Bro, entertain me. I guess that's the term. Would you say that maybe even within the rules, guys took it sometimes, I'm going to say certain guys, but guys took it too far, right? Would you say yay or nay? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Yeah.
Who said nay?
Yay.
I say yay.
Okay. Majority is yay, right? Although it may have been in the rules, but they took it too far. So this commenter said, are they not the ones to blame for the current NFL that we are in right now with the penalties all the time? Or is it the fault of the NFL not evolving? But isn't the NFL evolving by creating more rules and trying to make player safety a priority? Some guy even said something about, we talked about helmet improvement, right? I'm sorry.
I think we all know where the blame relies. Like, it's the 2010 to 2012 Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, they're literally the reason why the player safety initiative was put in place.
So I want to start with Bro, as a fan, and the reason I want to start with Bro is I just watched a 30 on 30 on the Buffalo Bills, and they were those defenses back in the day. Wow, I mean, just you pulverize people. Bro, how do you feel about would you say it's who bears the most responsibility in?
I think the most of it is just motherfuckers who be talking shit, man, on the field, and you getting hyped up for these games. I think it's just the evolution of the game. I don't necessarily look at it so much as the faulty of it. I do think that back in the days was more of a brand that just showed that physicality. You know what I mean? It showed that toughness. You know, guys didn't know about all these injuries. They played through them shits the majority of the time anyway. Not like today where it's more offensive respected. The league wants the offensive players to do what they do, which is why the rules have been changed the way they do. So if there's any blame to be given, it would be toward, the owners. You know what I mean? The ones who come up with these rules and tell us what's a tuck rule and what's not, when we can clearly see in Green Bay that Cowboys catch was a catch, but
Tuck
No.
rule.
that's what it
Well,
is.
no, I mean that. Thank you. I think the rules that I'm talking about is these hitting rules, right?
Okay.
To-
I like your point. Tuck rule was a bullshit rule.
Well, yes, we agree with that. I mean, I'm not. Shut up.
Oh, y'all
Listen,
want to have a serious conversation?
well, that's what we're trying to do, Reese.
That's what I'm saying. It's the former players. If y'all want to blame anybody, it's the former players.
Okay.
They want insurance. They want the benefits. They wanted everything. You chose to play a gladiator sport and you want the insurance behind it. Well, guess what? The owners were going to find a way to save money. It's a business. It's always been capitalist business. How do you make the most money? So former players start suing with all the injuries they were going through the rest of their life because they were, again, you had a bad part of your life. You've given up 10 years of your life playing this game, especially the way they used to play it. So it's the former players. You start getting sued. Doctors start coming up with finding ways that CTE and all that, damages for life that these guys have to go through the rest of their lives. And yeah, it's the former players.
All right. So Bo. So I want to ask you this, Bo. A lot people use CTE for Aaron Hernandez, right? But a lot of people say that Aaron was jacked up before the football even started.
Aaron was killing people in high school.
Yeah, I was gonna say Aaron was
It's like a special case.
he was different going up into what he became. Like his mental wasn't there from the first year, man. And it was because of the life he lived. Go watch the documentary of Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron was a gangster.
No,
he was a gangster, man.
He was actual hitman. Yeah,
like he was done before he even started.
Right.
Football was his second job.
That's why I don't like when people are having that. Talk about the CTE. They bring him Aaron Hernandez. Like,
oh no.
It wasn't just CTE with him. I don't think that should be. But can I backpack off of something they said too? I do think a big blame is us as fans / parents, man. Because we talked about it last week, right? We love the hard hitting until it's our kids,
right?
Until it's us or our kids, and we said we do that because we care about what's on the field, even if it just pertains to the players that you have on your team. You don't want that, man. You just don't. It's not good for, like you said, Reese, the money. It's not good for fans. It's not good for the team. It's not good for anything. And I think it's really a lot on us as fans. And then the other issues, of course, like y'all mentioned.
Okay. All right.
I think it's not just that. I think you also got to look into the fact that it took so long for them to figure out CT as a main problem, right? So now that they're starting to focus on that, and that has become a main issue, they've done a lot of adjusting to these rules to avoid the higher risk of CTE and career-ending injuries. I think that it's not just the fans as well. I think it's more the NFL themselves and reset the former players. That
yeah, I mean, the former players to me are the ones to blame because they're the ones that had the rules changed because of certain guys. Maybe again living inside the rules, but going a little bit too much. Right? Vontaze perfect, absolutely. That was ridiculous. Wes was at the house when we were watching the game. I wasn't cheering for Antonio Brown being laid out on the field like that. It was ridiculous because not only does it ruin give the game a black eye, but it ruins the game for the fans and the team.
But wasn't that also a year after Harrison laid out Hushmanzada?
Okay, yeah, it could have been some bad blood there.
Oh, it's the AFC North. There's bad blood when they wake up in the morning. I mean, it's part of it, But
all I'm saying is, if you're going to have that energy for Vontaze, have that energy for Hines Ward. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Right. Let's not leave out the and Dominican Sue shit that he did for all those years.
The Hall of Famer you're talking about right there.
I mean, shit. Or let's not forget Albert Hainsworth. He stomped on a dude's head. I mean,
look at Cortland Finnegan just picking fights with people he's
everybody and he knew he was going to get his ass kicked every time. All right, well, I want to talk about. We talked about it earlier. We mentioned it. Reese, you there?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
To say about the other topic.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm in a dead zone in Fayetteville, Vietnam, North Carolina. Everybody, shout out.
Hey, right. You can lower it down a little bit because I think people in Indonesia could hear you, but you're good.
Okay. All
right, so real quick, Snow, what you got?
So what do y'all think about this right here? Right? Maybe the NFL is looking at all these other leagues where their stars are playing extra long, right? In the NFL, you got Brady, right? NBA, you got everybody's playing super long. There's no reason why Kevin Durant's still playing right now. You know what I'm saying? So these rules will help your quarterbacks play longer, which gives you more money in the long run. I don't care about these players' health, except quarterbacks, because they can prolong the money coming in for the team.
But Snow, even you saying that the NBA may be going through like a down year because there's a lot of stars that have ACL injuries that are not going to play for the season.
Right. But check this out,
though. It's every sport now.
Right. Wait. Steph Curry is older than the previous generation, right?
Like, I don't know. I see you say that, but I'm saying, how long did Patrick play? How long did Dave? They played a while.
Let's go.
So the players in the 90s, right? They played a while, but their prime wasn't as long.
Game was different, physical.
So
game was way more physical. Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, and people are still holding out for Aaron Rodgers to play for their team, year after year after year. He's like close to 40 right now.
Oh, he passed 40.
He's past 40. So I mean,
hold on, hey Kirby, what you got?
And then like,
West
look at this draft that just happened.
I'm second in line.
No, I just wanted to piggyback.
All right. So like, you look at the draft that just happened, right? The draft that just happened. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
Anyway, so the draft that just happened. Not a lot of teams needed quarterbacks. How often does that happen?
Well, I disagree. There was a lot of teams that needed quarterback.
Take it. They just didn't take it.
Yeah, they just didn't take it. But a lot of teams need quarterbacks.
Well, the quarterback class was mid as heck.
Yeah, but I'm saying Jackson Dart still got picked in the first. He's a third-round quarterback at best.
Trevor Lawrence still there.
Trevor Lawrence still needs time.
And they traded up to get a dual player, so they were happy. But just to the point where the football becoming one-sided. They're looking out for the offensive players. I want to just kind of throw this out there for that cheating ass Mahomes. You know how he kind of likes to tiptoe down the sidelines because they know they can't hit his ass.
Yeah,
they need to stop that bullshit because that's when he's taking advantage of the situation.
100%.
He knows they can't lay his ass out, so he's going to tiptoe down the sideline.
Right?
If they do touch him, he's going to flail like a little girl.
Who was that quarterback that did the fake slide or whatever? Was that Pickett?
That was Kenny Pickett and West Virginia.
Yeah, if that stuff can't be done, why can you fake going out of the sidelines? Like, is that not in the same sense, right? Maybe not as dangerous. I mean, I'll give you that, NFL.
But in the same sense, it's the same thing.
Right. Quarterbacks are going to start taking
Yeah.
advantage of that.
Okay, again, well, I blame Brady for that.
I-
That quarterback injury shit. That's Brady.
Hey, Curb, I want to go after you, bro. You say what you got to say, and then I'm going to go.
I mean, I just want to say, like, we're talking. So Snow just brought up like the NBA and whatnot about players playing long term. Then we went to quarterbacks. I kind of classify quarterbacks now as kind of like kickers and punters, the non-contact position. They're overly protected. Now your average player on the football field, their contact position and why they don't last as long as, like, let's say NBA player. At the end of the day, when they're having the collisions and whatnot, it's the equivalent of a car crash. So that's why I don't think you're ever going to see outside a quarterback, kicker, punter, players who play for a long time. It's kind of a rarity when you see someone outside of that position play for 20 years. It just doesn't happen anymore.
We're starting to see star players retire early. Like I'm done. I get my 6-7 years in, I'm good. I'm happy. Yeah.
Like football is a completely different animal. Mm-hmm. It's contact. It's violent.
Car crash.
Not even throwing any shade at basketball, baseball. Hockey's the only other sport what I consider violent.
Right.
And even there, you don't see guys crazy long term everywhere. You have your rarities. You have your 1%ers.
Right.
That's just what I wanted to add to the conversation.
I just look at it like this. It's simple, man. It's entertainment. That whatever can generate revenue is helping the NFL, man. It's not about Aaron Rodgers. It's not like anything that happens, guys, it is caught on something, on social media. We're on YouTube TV now. We're on Peacock. Like, the NFL is evolving. We already talked about this earlier. It's entertainment. And the more we watch, the more money the league makes. It doesn't matter who's fighting who. It doesn't matter who doesn't like who. It's entertainment at the end of the day. And the draft is no different. It didn't matter who needed a quarterback or not. It's drama. They know we're going to watch it at the end of the day, and it's going to generate money. And that's what it's about every day. It's entertainment. Straight up. That's literally, there's no other reason. It generates itself. Money. That's all it is.
Well, speaking of money and speaking of entertainment, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch and YouTube, the No Man Fantasy Sports Podcast. Come by, check us out, hang out with us. You know what to do. The football season's coming around, and it's gonna get bubbly. All right, Reese, what you got? Real quick, tell us what you got.
Okay, I had a couple topics. My first one was I remember going to training camp. I think a few of us has been to a training camp. I remember battles. That's what I went for, and I wanted to talk about like your favorite team. What do you go for this year? What kind of battles are you looking for? I remember back in the days as a Panther fan, we would go see Jordan Gross against Julius Peppers every practice. You wanted to see that battle, see them go one-on-one, or Chris Gamble against Steve Smith. You wanted to see that battle. I'm saying, what battles are y'all looking for in camp right now with your favorite teams?
I like the Cortland Sutton and Surtain.
You like to see that?
I love to see that, man. For Cortland to be a little successful in the best corner in the league, it's really cool. Surtain can teach that man so much being on the opposite side, and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's just really, really cool to see that.
Robert, what about you?
Yeah, I think the same thing from my corner. Mainly Harrison, even though he just got injured, but I mean he was going through his bumps and bruises. But him going against Keon Coleman, him giving them guys pure speed on the defense is which something the Bills have lacked in totality for the defense. So to see him balling and Tre'Davious White right now, Tre'Davious White is one that's practicing well. He's healthy. And so we'll see, man. But I just like seeing what that's going to look like because he was the top pick in the draft. So for us.
All right. Wes, what about you?
I would probably say my D-line. Like, I don't say it's comparative to the D-line, but I just want to see improvement with my D-line opposite Max. We got a couple. We got Kuntz back from ACL 2 years ago, and I forgot the rookie. The rookie we got from 2 years ago. But I need those guys to step up. It's been about 2-3 years, and I just need somebody on the other side of Max to help out on the D line. I'm more excited with the offense. I think the Raiders' offense is going to surprise a lot of people, and not just because of Ashton Genchi, but I think they got better, meaning their rooms got better. Quarterback room, running back room, receiver rooms. Coaching,
You're looking for the
all
offense.
that improvement kind of should make them be more competitive in game. Not necessarily wins, but I think we'll shock some people this year.
Okay. Stitch, what battles are you looking at?
With me, I'm more about the rookies coming in and jawing with the veterans. I love that shit. I love when a rookie's trying to go out there and prove a point, whether he does or not. I just love the rookies jawing with the veterans, man. I love it. Whether it's the D line, O line, wide receiver, and corners, you love it when a guy can prove that he belongs on the field, or he just gets his ass whooped at the end of the day. That's just yeah.
Hey, Stan, you're a Houston fan, right?
Yes, sir.
So Nico Collins against Stingley, how's that matchup going? How's it look?
It's pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna
lie.
Yeah,
I would like to see that. I like to see
it's
that.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Herbs, what you got?
There's no shit at anyone on TikTok. There's these guys on TikTok who like think they're in the trenches, and I don't ever hear them talk about the trenches. But my thing I've been excited to watch, and I've been reading about and watching on the Eagles pages, is my edges against the tackles on the Eagles, and seeing Jalix Huck's development, and Nolan Smith and Josh Uche against my, the best tackle tandem in the NFL. And, so far it's looked pretty well. I mean, Uche, gave a man by the name Lane Johnson some work today. So, shout out to the 99 Club and Lane Johnson, Eagles with 2 players. So, just saying that.
No, what about you, bud? Hey, Snow, Tuesday night.
Oh, I thought you said Bo. My bad.
It sounded like you said Bo.
Yeah, I did.
I thought you said Bud.
Yeah, so like the battles I'm looking at right now is more so wide receivers versus secondary, just because we have our wide receiver room is kind of packed right now. So if we're gonna keep 6, it's gonna be kind of tough.
Right.
Might be keeping 7, bro. They might be keeping 7.
Hey, since you're Panthers as well, what about you?
Oh, Icky. I need Icky to look better against Prince. You mean because I've been hearing Prince been giving him his ass, the rookie. So I want to see. I've always, me, I love the trenches. So I've always liked to see trench battle. So you got Robert Hunt going against Derrick Brown now in practice. So you got 2 mountain men just battling, and I like to see it. That's what I like.
Billy, what about you, bud?
So mine is more or less towards 2 rookies, particularly Mimbo. Even though I didn't like that pick by the Jets, it's actually starting to show signs with the battles he's having with Will McDonald and Michael Clemens. And then the rookies that we picked up out of free agency in the secondary, like Jordan Clark, one we drafted. He's not a rookie this year, but one that we drafted last year in Stiggers. The reps that they're having up against Garrett Wilson, and the fact that they're getting those options, and it's showing signs that secondary is going to be fine.
Okay. I think for me, I mean, I'm kind of sentiment what a lot of you guys, the other guys said, is my wide receivers going up against my secondary. I mean, we got I got proven wide receivers. I got a Triple Crown winner and another high paid number 2. Yoshi Bosch is looking great. Jermaine Burton's looking great. But that defense is looking solid right now, led by Cam Taylor-Britt.
That's what I wanted to ask you, Mitch. Is it you want to see the defensive coordinator and his new scheme going up against him?
Listen, I'm a big Al Golden fan, and to my Notre Dame fans, thank you for letting him come back to. Let me say it again. Thank you, and I hope. And I'm sending this right now. If it's not Florida, I hope Notre Dame wins the national title this year. Just calling it out there right now.
Hey,
just saying it right now. Because he's got these guys motivated. Owen Burks, and we're going to talk about more. I don't want to get too much into it, but defense and offense, I'm looking at.
Okay.
I love that.
And I think, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I think my second thing was in training camp. Since we're training camp time, do y'all have a clue about a surprise cut and maybe a walk on that's going to make the team that y'all like y'all betting on at this time?
Yeah, for me, it's really simple. I'm rooting for him, but the writing's on the wall. He's just, he's beaten cancer and leukemia basically, but I think Mechie's getting cut. I don't think he makes the roster. I wish him well wherever he goes, but our wide receiving room is just too crowded right now, and I think he'll be the odd one out. And a surprise guy that will make the team will be Justin Watson. We got him from the Chiefs.
Yeah, I remember him. I know who that is.
So,
Robert, what about you? Anyone you got your eye on? Like that? We can talk more about it here in a minute, but
yeah, I prefer to wait because I got a lot of shit I want to cry about too. So,
Mitch, I don't have. You know what I like? I like UDFA stories. Like I don't have one off the top of my head, but I like those stories. Those guys that go.
No, I love it.
Those are like the best stories. But I would say coming into this year, I'm curious what they're gonna do with Shador. I'm curious what's going on in that Cleveland room. Now that they say Pickett is a little hurt, like I said, I got my eyes on that. I don't really care about Cleveland, but I am curious what they're going to do with Shador Sanders. No way you're going into the season with 4 quarters.
They were on NFL inside training camp all day today. So I mean, I watched a lot of him today, and I will say this is not throwing shade at him, but he came in to win the game, and he took a sack. So,
Wes, I'm more confused about that team now than ever.
I think they're using that for trade bait for teams that need a quarterback or a backup quarterback. I think that's what they're doing with Shador right now.
I think he's right. I think the writing's on the wall for that, to be honest with you. With that, no, and Reese, the question that phenomenal because that's leading into what we were talking about doing, and there's a lot going on. This is training camp, right? We're what, week and a half into it, almost 2 weeks into it right now. There's a lot of injuries. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry, I just can't say it.
It's all right, Mitch. Just go ahead and say it. I
don't mean to laugh at it, but it's like it's so unfortunate, and we just lost 2 people. It's so unfortunate that it happens because you don't want to see it happen, right? You don't want to see injuries happen. This is these guys' livelihoods. So, Bro.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about your Buffalo Bills. What do you? So I guess the premise of it is, it's not just what's going on the team right now. Like, I guess that. I mean, everything that you're seeing in camp right now. Give me a breakdown of the Bills camp.
So I think they wanted to see. First off, I think they wanted to see what you was talking about earlier with James Cook. How will he come in shape? He looks fantastic. They also wanted to see with how they can progress with the offense in totality from doing some different things to get Keon Coleman involved. That's worked out against the better corners and Christian Beckford in particular. But that's not always the case, right? It goes back and forth with the play. I also think that the defensive line in totality, and then how the defense can be called with just rushing forward and not necessarily having the blitz to get pressure. I've spoke about this. We spoke about this. And so I think Buffalo, I think they have to, want to see that and improve that in order for them to go where they want to go. And I mean, this is why we don't get too caught up in the predictions of records right now, because we don't even know what team is going to be on the roster. Like we still, there's so many different changes that are going to be made in these next 30 days that it may not even be the team that some of us think is going to be, from player to player. So for me, I just want health, and then I want to kick Baltimore ass. So that's where I'm at.
So guys, any questions for Bro about the team? About you don't know or you want to know about the Buffalo Bills so far?
Yeah, I want to know who their number one receiver, because that's a top-ranked offense with a top-ranked quarterback. I just can't figure out their number one.
I think number ones sometimes do overshadow what a successful passing game can be. Khalil Shakir in this Buffalo offense is the number one wide receiver. Maybe, position-wise from the standpoint of how they're going to run the offense, you may see Keon Coleman in that mode one time or two. You may see Josh Palmer in that mode one time or two. It just depends on where they have the easiest matchup. I think that's what they're going to be testing this year for everybody. So if going in on paper, I would have to say Shakir, though.
Okay. Yeah, and I wasn't really even talking about like professional, like how good they are offensively. I was like, just for fantasy reasons, asking for a friend that want to know who's
asking for a friend. That was classic. Belly, any I mean, you're the AFC East rival, right?
So my question is pretty much simple, because I have the same question for the Jets at this point in time. Who's the odd man out in that running back room?
Damn.
Well, our odd man out there, he ain't on the roster. You're gonna see the same three you saw last year: Cook, Ty Johnson, and Ray Davis. That's the three it's gonna be. They're gonna carry a fourth, which is gonna be Gilliam at the fullback. But after that, everybody else is expendable.
Bro, but this fantasy show, we need to know who the number one running back is.
So you think they'll cut Darrington over time?
He won't make the roster if it has to come down to them keeping only three running backs with a fullback, which is the four in totality. But I just don't see it, because I think that they're going to need more volume from the wide receiver position. So you're going to have more wide receivers on the roster, more so, especially for the Bills in this case, where you can leave three, one guy off the roster for a running back spot and leave it to the receiver. So,
Ditch, what about you, bud? Any questions for Bro?
Where are they at with James Cook's contract, bro? Are they getting any closer?
I think they're going back and forth. They, reports keep coming out that one, they talking still. He's saying he want to be there. I think if they're trying to get ahead of it and free up some more space to maybe do another move here and there, I think they probably should get it done before the season. But if the season starts, I think it's the farewell tour for James Cook in Buffalo.
Damn.
Bo, any questions for Bro?
How's that D line going over there? Because I know I'm not saying it was bad or by no means or anything, but is there anything that you would say progressing that you've seen?
Only thing that I have that hasn't happened in the last couple of years is Daquan Jones is always injured around this time. He's on the field. Him and Ed Oliver were pretty much making plays in the backfield today's practice, which is a different sign, because normally it's just either Ed Oliver or nobody else from the interior part. But I think still Joey Bosa, obviously, getting in the mix too. I think he's gonna be like a 2-down guy, and I think they're gonna do a rotation with Epinesa.
Looks good, Bosa.
Yeah, right. But just putting a lot of pressure on him to beat
right.
3 downs, and then the injury bug hits, and it's like we could have just waited. So I think you'll see enough of him in these first few weeks, but not as much. You know what I mean? I think they want to work him into the defense as well too. So but so far, yeah, the defensive line looking okay.
I was kind of just trying to get the Bosa in there. I see how Bosa was doing.
He's doing
If you would,
Yeah, he's playing good. They're saying he looks really good. Snow, what about you, man? You got any questions for Bro about the Bills?
I do. How do you feel about the coach's job security this year? I know it's like, maybe, maybe not, but what's your view on it?
Mine is the view as it's been for the last 2 years, bro, 2-3 years, that they need to change coaches, after this season of potentially yet another playoff loss in dreaded fashion. He has gotten the team over the hump of being, just in a drought, losing season after season, not making the playoffs and watching everybody else do it. But at some point, you have to see that this coach is just not what this team needs. This team needs a coach that's going to keep them accountable, but also do some things where you can allow these players, such as Josh Allen, to, hey, maybe he needs to have this drive right here. Maybe we let him call the plays and see how that works. They have to do something, and I just don't see it happening with him unless the players, play out of their mind to win the Super Bowl. Me personally, I'm not secure at all. I hope he's fired after, the season. So,
Herbs, what about you, bud?
So this is going to sound kind of rude. I don't care about any other teams during training camp, so I don't have any question.
You could have just had
questions. Thanks for adding to the show. Appreciate it. For the show efforts. You have any questions?
At least I don't have any questions because I don't think about any other teams during.
Thanks, Philly camp. Boy. Appreciate that.
Okay. I only care about one team during training camp.
Love is mutual.
Out of control. There's always one in the bunch. So
moving high on the Super Bowl.
I guess so. So based on what you're saying, right? Because I don't attribute a lot of the success that they had last year to the coaching staff. I attribute it to the heart and soul of that team, which is Josh Allen, and then the rest of the team just rallying behind him, right? So I'm curious to know from your perspective, since you're obviously not a fan of McDermott. Anyone who tunes in every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch and YouTube, to hear you talk about the Bills, knows that you don't like McDermott. If you could have that, I don't really want you to name a coach that's out there right now, but like a coach that, what would your ideal coach be? Like,
well, my ideal coach is obviously playing or coaching for the Rams, so that just would be the perfect marriage. But
that type of the coach is what
that's it's similar. Obviously, I don't see many, but the point is him, that mindset of what the offense needs. You know what I mean? The switch up, to be able to be maybe a running game, maybe a passing game this week, maybe both mixed this next week. He doesn't do a lot of that, especially in the playoffs. He just sticks to one thing, get a lead, and then try to be terrified defensively the rest of the way. It's not going to win a Super Bowl. So
why don't you bring in he's already in the house. Why don't you just promote Joe Brady?
If there isn't a guy that could move the needle like that, no question, I wouldn't have a problem with it, because I do think that is the mindset that the Bills coaching needs from the standpoint of the head coach. He has to be like an offensive-minded person, just because 9 times out of 10, his offense is going to be on the field a whole bunch, going up and down the field. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not, but it'll give the confidence to the quarterback. Hey, I know I got this guy because he knows what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So,
all right. So before I go on to West, because I want to go to West next, Bro, your choice: in-house, out of house for the coaching look. Would you rather than look in-house or outside?
Because I mean, if I say outside, that means that denounces somebody being promoted, and I don't know that's the case. But I mean, for the show, I'll say outside.
Okay.
You know, specifically that has had coaching experience.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, awesome. So again, we're going to be talking more about the Bills and all the other teams here. I just like to get perspectives. I'll just know not to go to curbs until we talk about the Eagles. Wes, talk to us about your Raiders. What are you seeing in camp so far, and what are you looking forward to? And then we'll go around the panel again.
I'm just I'm looking at a faster tempo from what I'm seeing, and that could just be I feel we went from Pierce to new coaching staff, Pete Carroll. So I just feel that the coaching altogether is better. I'm seeing that in training camp. What I'm looking forward to is the offensive scheme. Well, I'll just say that the offense looking better. Like I said, I'm feel that we got to upgrade in the quarterback room. That should help the offense that way. Yeah, I'll just say more on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, I wish everybody be healthy and figured out. I still think we need some pieces on the back end there. They're bringing in all these vets that I'm like, whatever, like Jamal Adams. I was like, all right, he's been out the league a couple of years, so but they're trying to squeeze all the juice out of that. So I'm like, all right. But yeah, I'm more like offensively. I think the Raiders will compete because I always felt the defense was solid. They're not great. It's pretty much Max and whoever else wants to play that day. But offensively, I think if we can put pressure and score with teams, we'll be better off. So that's what I'm looking at more than anything. Offensively, that side of the ball.
All right, bro. Anything that you ask Wes about the what he's looking for or what's going on in the Raiders camp?
I mean, God forbid. Obviously, we talk about injuries and all that, but what is the backup plan if God forbid something's wrong with Geno? What's that second quarterback looking like?
It's going back to Aiden, and they're saying Aiden is looking good. And for me, I like that because we've had Aiden for 3 years and 3 different coaches. So I'm like, to me, he's used to different type of systems for the last year, so he's adaptable. I think last year he wasn't ready. Like it was the second year for a 4th-round quarterback, and he's taken all these snaps. Like, nah, he's not ready. But now that he can see a professional quarterback in the room, see what it takes to be productive in practice, I think I'm comfortable with Aiden as my backup now versus last year where he had to fight for the starting position with Gardner Minshew, and I knew he wasn't ready, and I knew I didn't want Gardner Minshew to start. So I was like, we got to throw this out there. So I already knew last year was going to be a bad year, but I'm comfortable with Aiden to get me a couple of games. Like if he got to finish the season, bro, then yeah, it's back to the top 10 in the lottery.
Okay.
Well, you're in Wes's division.
Bring it on, Bo.
My question is, listen, you have young stud at tight end, right? We all know this. Do we know if Geno, have you seen if Geno is targeting him, actually thinking of him instead of giving it to someone else, the receiver or Genty? Are they more or less running Genty more, or what do you see with Brock? Do you think his production goes I know that's a different question. I'm not really trying to get it like that, but
I know what you're saying.
Right.
I think I don't think Brock would set because Brock got records with catching and yards, not touchdowns. So I think that may come down for him this year, like receiving yards and catches. But I think his touchdowns could go up because I think he only had about 3 or 4. I think that'll go up, and the reason being is he won't have to do much of the passing too much because I think Gentry could kind of move the ball offensively on the ground. But it's funny you bring that up because when I read it and you do your homework on your team, I always hear Geno saying he gets mad every time he doesn't throw Brock the ball because he knows he's open. And he's not throwing it to Brock in practice. He's throwing it to the other guys, which as a fan, you're like, well, why not? But then you understand Gino's mindset. He's trying to get these other guys up to speed, to be where Brock is, in the offensive game plan. But yeah, Brock's production should go down, but he should still be an easy top 3 tight end.
Right. And I was kind of wanting to say something on that too. Like, do you do we know a time when Gino actually targeted tight ends just as like because he throws the ball down the field, right?
Yeah, he's a downfield thrower. I try to kind of research Gino and kind of remember when he had in Seattle, and I'm like, Noah Fant wasn't really that great back in Seattle. So I'm like, he made it, but he'd be stupid if he's not. I'll tell you that. But
right, he would be.
If he doesn't target Brock Bowers, he's stupid. But I'll tell you this, he is targeting Myers more. I hear that more in this practice.
I'm sorry. Sorry to wake you up, bro.
To touch base at West with Geno Smith has not really had that solid of tight end play his entire career. So he's basically been a dump off to the running back type quarterback down the field. So,
well, Belly, since you're talking, what do you got for Wes?
All right. So my question for you, Wes, with knowing how Pete Carroll is as a coach and what he did over there in Seattle, do you see your team going back to a 2 tight end set?
Yes.
Okay. If being so, who are your starting receivers then?
So you trying to get me to slip up on some knowledge here. So
brother, I'm sorry to bother you.
You got
Jacoby. Trying to get in on this side. Can you move up a little bit? Let me see if I can get it in. Thank you.
I got Jacoby on one side, and they're going to put Trey Tucker. I don't know if they're going to play the rookies on the other side of Jacoby when they do the 2 tight end sets. But yeah, they are. I can see them doing the 2 tight end sets. That's why I bring up Mayer, because I'm hearing a lot of stuff about him doing well in practice.
Okay. Stitch, what do you got for Wes?
Wes, so you already know this, man. The run game was non-existent for y'all, to say the least. Y'all drafted several offensive linemen. Are any of those guys making any noise in camp to possibly improve the run game?
They're not starting, but they're the depth pieces right now. I'll tell you this. I would say the last 2 regimes we had, and I was saying just from GM standpoint, they did well in the draft. It was just a coaching that really didn't translate for the Raiders. So the guys we've had drafted, like DJ Glaze and that were drafted like 2-3 years ago under whatchamacallit, that's in back in New England, the OC, McDaniels. Those guys are now the starters, and now the guys that we drafted this year are the bench, the depth pieces. So to answer your question, Stitch, no, they're not starting, but they're the next guys up. Like, I like Powers Johnson because he's a little feisty, center, and I think that's what you got to have. The quarterback of your O-line, it's got to be a little nasty fucker that's willing to fight, and I like him because he's one of them.
Getting all hostile, Wes.
But hey, you have to talk about our Raiders, dude. The blood stuff.
I mean, I know, man. I get it. Snow, what about tread lightly, Snow? Wes is getting all fired up right now. So.
Oh man, that's all good. Like a lot of my questions already been taken. But realistically, where do you see this team in 3 years? Like with what you did this year and what's coming next year?
Sacramento. I mean, I'm different. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
I to be honest, no, it could be a short shelf life due to the age, coach, my quarterback. So to me, those are a lot of reset positions if you have to change it. So I would say, optimistically, yeah, I hope we make the playoff this year. That's not realistic, but if we get to 8 to 9 wins, that's a successful season. I'm gonna be like, yeah, this coaching staff is working. The players are working, but I'm not saying this is no dynasty, no, because the pieces we have at quarterback and head coach, they're old, and we would just have to kind of reset those positions eventually.
All right, so just because you guys are both Panther fans, this is kind of a tag team.
Hey, I can't ask a question.
No, because you said you don't care.
I actually have a question regarding the Raiders.
Come on, Stitch. We don't want to hear that bullshit.
No, not seriously. It's a genuine question.
You didn't say, you said you didn't care about everyone else's team, but
I mean, I don't care, but I care about this player.
All
right,
because he was picked over Jalen Carter. So Wes, have y'all given up on Wilson, the D lineman?
No, I forgot which one of you guys asked that question, and I kind of spazzed on his name when I was answering. I need somebody on the other side of Max. So Tyree Wilson, they're saying he's looking better. Like I said, just another McDaniels draft pick from 2 years ago. So he's doing better, and I'll just keep it like this. Even with the movement of Christian Wilkins out, they're thinking about moving him inside as well.
I was wondering if that was going to happen down the road, just because like when he came out,
he was slow.
I was like, he didn't, in my opinion, he didn't have the explosiveness I want out of an edge.
But 2 years working with Max, and if you kind of watched him, Curb, and if you see him this year, he looks a lot better. He looks more instinctive. But I think they're going to move him inside because of his size, and move Malcolm Kuntz to the other side opposite of Max.
Okay. All right. Yep. That's just my question.
Right, so Snow and Reese. So you guys are Panther fans. You don't get double the time, but you know.
Wow, this is hate. It started out with hate.
Hey man, listen, man. We got bills to pay, buddy.
I you know what? I have a question for the Panthers too. That's crazy.
Hold on. I just want to thank God for parking, for finding parking and Wi-Fi.
Questions are at the end. All right. So Snow and Reese, what are you guys seeing in camp, looking for in camp, and hoping for out of camp or camp news? So,
Reese can go first.
Okay. I know Snow's gonna say this, but I don't want to be I don't want to hyperbolic, but this might be the best set of weapons the Panthers have ever had on one team. The best. I'm gonna say just off the bat, the offensive line and this many receivers and running backs that we got have never been in place. Like Cam didn't have receivers, had an okay offensive line and good running backs. Jake Delhomme had great receivers, didn't have a great offensive line, but had great and okay running backs. It's never been that it's on Bryce that every other thing is good. They got like 6 wide receivers that can make this team. Hunter Renfro is going to make this team, fellas. I'm telling you right now. Hunter's going to make this team. He's making catches. He's running the best routes. You still got the young 3 guys. You got the speedster who's going to make the team. I'm saying the receivers are good. The tight ends may be the only weakest spot, and I still think Jatavian Sanders is going to be good. The offensive line is the best. They spent $160 million on it in guards, so it better be good. It was good last year. The running backs, you got 2,000-yard backs in the backfield, plus the one that's hurt. It may be the best running back on the team, and he's the one that's not going to even play this year. And then it's on Bryce. I think it's the best set of offensive weapons we've had.
No way.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Mr. ain't my question though, but there's no way this team is better than Muhammad and
yes.
You say Muhammad and Smith, but then I'm telling you that's just 2.
Hell no.
I'm saying that's just 2. We're talking about
who in the backfield better than John Stewart?
I'm not saying that again. I think that the Jake DeLong teams had better running backs than any other body. And they have better receivers, but the offensive line, you can't remember that offensive line at all, can you? Except for Jordan Gross.
Gross, I was gonna say Gross.
That was in Gross. Cam didn't have an offensive line, really didn't have receivers that 15 year. He had Steve Smith a couple years.
The Cam year.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So other than that, Steve Berline, no. Wesley Walls, I'm saying no. I'm talking about you can go 5 star. There's 5 starting receivers on this team right now. Tight end maybe the weakest spot, but again, I like Datavian Sanders, and I think Tommy Tremble's coming back. The offensive line's got at least $100 million in guards and center, and then 2 prime tackles. We've never had an offensive line this good. Be honest with you, never.
Well, before you say this good, I mean, and again, and this is no dig on it because I heard it with the Giants and I've heard it with the Cowboys that they had the line, but it just didn't pan out. I mean, are you like how locked in are how locked in does this offensive line look right now?
They were really good last year.
They were really good, and we brought everybody back. We didn't lose nothing. Okay. I'm talking about even the backups are back. So Icky goes down. You got Brady Christensen ready to go in. You got Chandler Zavala. They didn't lose anybody on the offense line, and they spent so much money in it last year. It got so much better. Bryce was only sacked 30 times.
I said Telly Savalas. I was like, what does Kojak have to do?
I mean, Savalas, North Carolina State guard. I'm saying they spent so much money. This offense line, we've never had a better offense line. And I'm telling you, I hate it. I hate this people say that.
All right, hold on. So, Snow, let me get your perspective, Snow.
Yes, man.
Hey, yo. All right, man.
Hold on.
So I was gonna talk about the I guess how like the weapons are right now. And the offensive line is the same. So I think that's the good part. Bryce is getting better. It looks like he's getting more comfortable. But back on the weapons, as far as the depth part, usually we're thinking like, okay, who's gonna be the 5th guy? Now we're thinking, we have more than 6 right now. Who can be on the team? You know what I'm saying? But one thing I do like that I am kind of following is more so on the defensive side because we gutted the defense to complement Bryce to see, hey, if this is he the guy or not, right? So we got Derek Brown coming back. J.C. Horn has another year of experience. Pat Jones is out there. The rookie Princely's been doing pretty well in training camp. So I mean, I'm definitely watching closely on the defensive side because we all seen what happens when one team can put up points, but they can't stop anybody.
Hey, the Bengals.
Yeah, so yeah.
All right. Billy, I know you're biting your lip like a goldfish. What do you got?
All right, so this is a question for both of y'all, but I'm just gonna ask Snow. You guys say that you have 6 receivers, right? That can make that roster, maybe 7. Who's 6 and 7? Because right now I'm only seeing 5. From everything I've seen, I'm really only seeing 5. So do you say is David Moore? Is it going to be Jimmy Horn? Is it going to be TJ Luther? Like who's that last one that's going to be making that roster?
Well, let's like so the first 5, right? We got Ted, you just drafted him. XL, second year. Adam Thielen, veteran. Hunter Renfrow has been looking really, really good out there. Jimmy Horn Jr., Jalen Coker, that's 6 right there. So people forget about Coker a lot. Coker is really good.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like what I was saying is you have those 5. Jimmy Horn is Jimmy Horn, David Moore, TJ Luther. Who's that one that's going to get that 6th spot?
There might be what I think Jimmy.
Everyone can return kicks.
Yeah, whoever's the best at returning kicks,
which would be Jimmy Horn.
Okay. Well, you're on mute, so That's all right.
Thanks for calling me out, buddy. I said facts.
Right,
He'll return kicks.
So, I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of positivity, and there's a lot of positivity that should be talked about, because I think if they can protect Bryce, I think it does help that team out having more weapons. I do agree with that. Before we move on to you, Stitch, did you want to ask anything, or you want to move on to the Texans?
You didn't even ask me about my question.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Listen, I'm just going by. You don't like anybody.
And bro, and Bo.
Bro. That's bro. Okay. Oh my God. Whatever. Sorry. Curbs.
Reese, Snow, how's my man Derek Brown looking?
He's I think he's dealing with the oblique right now, but
I'm a big fan of him, so that's why I'm just wondering.
he's
And Reese is on mute.
Can't wait for him to get back.
He'll change that defense.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Bro, do you have any Panther questions for Snow or Reese?
Fuck no, I don't deal with trash. No, I'm kidding. I don't.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Jump on the fumble.
Wow, Bo. way to throw that one in there, Bo.
Damn.
My quarterback would jump on a fumble.
Same. My quarterback had 2 neck surgeries
All right.
and would jump on fumble.
Bro, do you have a question?
No, I said no, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, what about you?
No, not really. Not to that. No.
All right. Stitch.
No, I'm good. No, I don't got a question.
Talk to us about your Texans.
Right now it's a very competitive camp, man. These 2 rookies that we got out of Iowa State are really something to watch. Jalen Knoll and Jaden Higgins, man, they're lighting it up. I know it's only training camp, but I mean, what I see right now, it's really good to see them come in, especially with Tank Dell possibly missing this whole next season. With as y'all know, he got injured in the Chiefs game. His whole kneecap, if you didn't watch it, it basically came off. It's gonna be a long road of recovery for him. So get well soon, Tank. But he is making progress, for what I hear. The defense is looking strong as always. That was not even our Achilles heel last year. If you want to get technical, the offense let the defense down most games. They kept us in games and possibly won it for us, but the offense just let us down with mediocre play calling. We have a new offense coordinator this year. Very excited to see what he does for us and see if he can be more creative than what Bobby was for us. And overall, I'm just excited for the season.
Cool. Bro.
Yup.
Any questions for Stitch about the Houston Texans? What you as a football fan are looking at?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just how that defense is going to, continuously get better. And clearly, it's the better unit of the 2 teams because there's no consistency on offense from the standpoint of keeping drives alive and all that. What do you think the changes are that are gonna be made for them to be successful on offense more so?
I think not being so vanilla in the play calling is one. I think this guy's going to be more creative than what Bobby was, because you just saw what was coming before the play was called, I felt like. And then also I feel like we're going to use a lot more 2 tight end sets, possibly even 3, because we have I don't know if y'all know him or not, but Brevin Jordan, he's really good. Dalton Schultz, he can be good when he wants to be, even though he can't run block. And then Cade Stover. But I see us being more creative in the play calling. I think that would be one reason why we'll get better.
Wes, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I got a question, fantasy related, regarding the backfield. Asking for a friend again. That same friend wants to know going to be running that rock. Is the Chubb hype? Well, so let me okay, back it up. Is the Mixon
Pause.
Is it really Chubb going to be the starter this year, or Mixon? Is that they just kind of let him sit out the first training camp? he'd be ready week 1.
Okay, so let's calm down that train. Nick has looked good, and Nick has looked good. But Joe Mixon has a lingering foot injury that he had in the offseason, and he's still not recovering from it. So right now, as it sits, Nick Chubb is going forward as running back 1 until Mixon is healthy. That could be week 1, that could be week 2. They really don't know. All they said was it's going to be a period of a long time before he comes back.
All right.
I got one. I got a question.
All right.
Hey, first I got to apologize. Homeless lady walks up to the truck, and I thought she was going to ask if she sleep in the truck. I was like,
oh my Lord.
I just cashed that for a couple of bucks, man. But are y'all gonna protect CJ this year? Can we really see the good CJ? Are y'all gonna protect him this year? Y'all traded Larry Tunsil. I don't know why. I know you get that money, but did y'all replace him?
Okay. Mitch has heard me many times on this statement. Yes, we let Larry Tunsil go. He was our best lineman, but he was also a casualty. He led the league in penalties. Reese, I can't stress that enough. I don't care who you are, but you're being paid as a top offensive lineman and you're making us go backwards. That's never a good thing.
Hey, Stitch, they tell you don't quit a job unless you got another. Do you
have
another left tackle?
All right, so
do you have another left tackle?
Yes, we do. And he's not, I can't say he's better, but there's potential. We'll see. Cam Robinson is taking over what Laramie Tunsil was for us last season. Now, a lot of people are like, well, that's just Cam Robinson. He's not all world, and he's not. But if he can just do the simple things that Laramie was not doing, we could be okay. But I'm not going to lie to you. When it comes to the O-line, Reese, I'm still worried.
Oh, God.
So here's the reason why I'm worried. Because, number one, we got a guy from the Seahawks, like in Tomlinson, who was just as bad at protecting the quarterback last year as we had problems with. And then center, this is hilarious. We have a 3-way battle, apparently, to a guy that was on the practice squad with the Patriots, Jake Andrews, Drew Scruggs, and Jared Patterson, who we took those 2 guys in the 4th.
You are not going to start Scruggs.
No. I'm not done.
You better not.
I'm done, but I'm not done. And then at right guard, we have either Titus Howard or Ed Ingram, who got benched for Dalton Reisner in week 9 with the Vikings last season, who we traded for, by the way. Then this is where I'm worried tremendously. Titus Howard again at right tackle, because I can't decide whether he's going to be a right guard or a right tackle. Blake Fisher and lazy, overweight Trent Brown, who, you know.
Yes, where did y'all spend y'all money at then? Where's y'all money at that you didn't buy offensive line?
One question there.
Sorry. Go ahead.
That was your question, but thank you.
We'll talk later. We'll talk
later. Yeah, we'll talk later.
Yeah.
Belly is. I'll read his question.
I'm back.
Okay, go.
All right. So, Reese, to answer your question, the money's in the defensive line. So with the depth that y'all have at defensive line, right? And I say this sporadically because all of those guys have been starters at some point in time on the defensive line. Which is the odd group out? Your second, third, or fourth string?
Damn.
Yeah. But what I'm talking about, because we had this discussion before with Jordan.
Well, it's tough because, like, as you said, all of those guys have been starters. So it's like, who do you get? Like, there is going to be an odd one out, but the question is who. And honestly, at this point, I can't tell you who, because they're doing what they did last year. They're balling out in camp, and it's just camp. And I can't know that until we see it in preseason game and who's that going to be. So that's going to be a tricky question there, Billy.
All right, Bo. What about you, Bo?
Do you see? So how Texans are projected, especially the secondary side of it, right? They're projected to be a top 5 defense, top 7, however you see it, in that range, right? Do you see the? And I understand, like you said, it's only so many days in training camp. You can only see so much. But do you see that secondary actually being like that, like right now, as what you're looking at in training camp?
I think. All right, so I'll just say this, Bo. I think it's too early to jump the gun and say that they're going to be.
That's why I
But
didn't really want to ask it.
well, no, but like if you want me to be real with
Right.
you, I
Right.
like what I see. Is there potential for them to be great? Yes, but let's be real here. They're only going against their own guys, and
Right.
the real test begins when you face real tough teams. So we'll have to see how that works.
That's what I wanted you to say, actually, because the receivers over there right now in training camp, they don't have the, I don't feel like they have the ability to show
But
that what the DBs can do, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean, Nico Collins is our best. Now,
Well,
let's not be,
of course.
he is a good wide receiver, but like, who else are they facing that is going to give them a real test when it comes to jump balls or, quick on the route or anything
Right.
like that? I mean, those other guys are just not what he is. So yes, I agree. Yeah,
I agree.
Higgins, Cook, and Kamari Lassiter.
whatever, Billy.
Curbs, do you have anything?
Hell no.
All right.
Wow.
Real quick, anything?
Yeah. How do you feel about Christian Kirk this year?
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen enough of him in camp yet. I would like him to probably be our slot guy because I think he's better in the slot than he is on the outside. And but we'll have to see. I'm hoping that he can fill that role.
All right, there, Bobo. Talk to us about your 13-4 Broncos, man.
Stop. That's crazy.
Just saying. That's what
listen
you expect them to be.
You know my
Right.
question.
No, so as far as what I'm seeing, man, I'm watching Bo progress into a second-year quarterback just fine. I mean, he's making the right reads. He's making just the right everything. He's throwing the ball accurate. I mean, and honestly, this is going to go to what me and you talk about, Mitch, with the Gesicki and Ingram. Ingram right now in practice is the #1 target. He's since the
let it go.
He's been the #1 target, man. And to have a tight end for a second-year quarterback and to have that O-line, I mean, it's gonna be nasty there. I'm watching.
I don't know. The $23 million man may have something to say about that.
We'll see when the season starts, eh?
Well,
but no, and I'm watching my defensive line, get to Bo. So he's throwing under the pressure. He's throwing accurate balls, man. Like it's kind of nice to see that finally a consistency. We're just pause, bro. Just like somebody said, we grown adults. Why does everything have to be a pause, bro? But no,
bro.
Making accurate throws. You could have just said that.
You're right. But I don't see any negative right now, and I know that seems maybe a homer take, but I don't see a problem. But like Stitch said, it's hard to see the positive and the negative, right? In training camp until the preseason, until actual play.
I mean, your training camp hasn't been perfect for you guys. Yeah, they haven't executed.
Well, that's what I was about to get to too. Was our linebacker core. I mean, we have Alex Singleton down, which is a problem. Drew Sanders, which is our other linebacker, starting linebacker. Yeah, it's okay. That is a little issue.
So you might not have the 85 Bear defense, huh?
I never said that, but I also do think there's people available right now that I would feel okay with until somebody gets back. Like a Quan Alexander, somebody like that. I would be okay, I guess. I mean, it ain't Drew Sanders. I'll say that. But
I think I want to ask you something that was asked of the Panther guys down there. How many? Give me the wide receivers on the team right now.
Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims, Troy Franklin, Vele. That's our 4, and then you have oh man, wow.
How are you going to forget Pat Bryant, bro?
Well, Pat, but I don't. Well, I understand that, but I'm not trying to consider him right now. I mean, we're a team that's trying to progress our young stars too. So, Pat Bryant, hate to say it, he He may be 3, but he also may be a bit on the back burner a little bit too, because we need to develop Troy Franklin. We need to develop his eyesight. We need to develop Marvin Mims and get him utilized like he's supposed to, not like we want to, but like he's supposed to be. I don't I don't really see a big problem in the receiver room. Last year I was griping about it, but that's just because
No, I was just curious to see because obviously Cortland's you're going to be your number one guy.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I've talked very highly of Franklin. I think Franklin's a good option at wide receiver. Mims has shown that he could be a stud out there. So I like your wide receiving room.
And Vele showed out last year too. He was just consistent. I love that word, the consistent. He just caught the ball and got yards.
Melly, what about you? Got any questions for Bo about the Dolphins? Listen to me.
Dolphins don't ever put me in that category. That's crazy, bro.
So here's my question. It is a little bit of a topic of discussion in somebody's live earlier before the show. Going into this season, after seeing how your O-line played last year, would you say that your left tackle and right tackles, just your left tackle and right tackle, are the best combo in the division?
I almost wanted to, you know what's crazy? I almost wanted to make the comment right then and there whenever he said that. But at the end of the day, no. No, I still think the Eagles got it. Yeah, I don't think that's really
your division.
In my division? Of course. Of course. Of course. I mean, the only competition would almost honestly be
San Diego. LA, the Chargers.
LA, would it be LA? I don't know. Actually, I watched Josh Simmons today ragdoll somebody. So I don't know. I don't know if Josh.
Don't Los Angeles have Slater and Ott?
Yes. That's what I'm worried about. But I'm just saying, if Simmons goes out and starts ragdolling people like I watched today, and I understand it's training camp, but it's just the talk, throwing people heavier than him down on the ground.
Wes, he's in your division. What you got for
him? That same fantasy friend wants to know who's your starting running back, and is this RJ Harvey hype real?
RJ Harvey hype is real, but it's going to be like with Pat Bryant, it's going to be a little on the back burner. He's going to be our possession, or not possession, but our a receiving running back. We're going to be utilizing Dobbins. If you it's fantasy, whatever, grab Dobbins. But respectfully, I don't think you should grab either because the reps ain't going to be like he's going to get maybe the same reps as Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery were getting at the beginning, but Dobbins is not Gibbs. He's not Montgomery. So I will give you the fact that we do have the O-line, somebody touched up on earlier. Pause. God dang it, bro. This is crazy.
You the one.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking about that.
Well, okay, but still, I had to because y'all got me last time.
So now you quick draw.
Quick draw, and it wasn't even there was no fire.
All right, well, too many pauses in one sentence, man.
Yes.
I'd ask you have a question, but you've answered everyone's question.
Oh no, I got a question.
What's your question?
I'm not letting you talk about it.
Oh, what's my question? If you're not 12-5 or 13-4, like you've been bragging this whole offseason, and can we get your hair? Will you cut your hair off? If you're not 12-5 and 13-4.
No, because I'm grown. No, I'm gonna be completely honest. No, I already cut my hair. So this next time this happens, bro, I don't think I'm cutting it, man. This ain't cool. I look 22, bro. I'm good.
No question. All right, Belly. We haven't gotten to you yet, right? You and Curbs, right?
Yeah, me and Curbs.
All right.
And Snow. And bro.
He went to Snow. He went to Bro.
We talk about their teams.
Yeah. It's Belly's time.
All right. So for me, I've said it all off season. The whole hype, Wilson and Justin Fields. I don't see the issue there. My thing, because I'm going to answer Reese's question as well. Mason Taylor showing out the way he is and doing what he is as a additional target for Justin Fields puts, in my opinion, Xavier Gibson, somebody that they utilized a lot in short game last year, puts him on the back burner, puts him on the way out. Seeing the fact that Lazard has actually been, it's not game time yet, but he's actually been showing signs of life. Josh Reynolds and Arian Smith, the ability to spread the field between him and Garrett Wilson is going to be a problem. But my main portion is, like I said earlier, that secondary. Brandon Stevens had an issue with turning his head or not turning his head in Baltimore. Going up against Garrett Wilson, I think he's learning. Working with Sauce, I think he's learning. Is with the way that the rookies in Jordan Clark, Thomas, third-year player Converse, the way that they are playing, we just paid Michael Carter all that money for him to be basically on the outside looking in.
Okay. Curbs, anything for your resident?
I ain't got no question for that poverty ass team, bro.
Oh damn.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, in your division?
He may have stepped away. I thought he threw something in the chat.
Okay. Stitch?
Yeah. Bro, I just got to be straight up with you. So, do you think Aaron Glenn is the coach for y'all to finally get y'all to be what y'all need to be and go to the playoffs?
Yeah, because you haven't seen the physicality on the defensive side of the ball since Rex with any of our coaches. You haven't seen the physicality that you've seen, yes, the first 2 days of training camp, but you didn't have any questions. Stop shaking your head. It all is going to have to translate during the regular season. Will it be this year? No.
You didn't like Salah? Salah didn't bring it on the defense?
That's what I was about to say.
I didn't like Salah at all.
I thought Salah had a solid defense.
My thing with Salah I didn't like is he knew it wasn't working, and the man stayed running a wide 9 the entire fucking game, getting gashed up the middle. No.
Snow.
I had a coaching question, but not anymore.
Culture question?
Yeah. Huh? Wait, say it again.
A culture question, you said?
No,
Coaching.
But yeah, it was just answered.
Bro, you back or no? All right. That'll be a negatory. Reese, do you have any shade to throw at him? Because that's what I know you do.
Oh, I'm about to say, so y'all setting yourself up to draft a quarterback next year, right? Y'all not gonna do this, right? Seriously.
I really hope Fields plays well.
Just how long what kind of deal? How long they gave Justin the deal?
2 years. 2 years.
So, in a sense, the same that yes, I get they drafted Jordan Travis and then released him, but I think Tyrod Taylor's also this is his last leg. Watching what Adrian Martinez and Brady Cook have been able to do in training camp, if that could actually translate and get that experience from Tyrod Taylor, I think Brady Cook would be solid, and we wouldn't have to go and draft a quarterback next year or the year after.
So you depend on Brady Cook. You're not even worried about Justin.
He's not. Brady Cook's not bad.
Okay.
Motherfucker's ass.
He's not the best.
I didn't really feel
better than some people's backups.
Wow.
Ain't better than no Tanner McKee. I don't know what you're talking
Better
about.
than that Red Rocket and Sam Ellinger. Andy Dalton. How about you?
Watch your mouth.
Whoa.
That's a shitty quarterback, too.
A shitty attitude. So let's talk about your shitty Eagles. The Eagles. Let's go. What are you seeing?
You know what goes on that finger?
Yeah.
Mitch, Bengals got one of them?
Nope.
It won't be a fantasy ring. I know that. You better get that toilet bowl, though.
Okay, all right. So what do y'all want to know?
Basically what everyone's been talking about their team, Jared. Welcome to the show, 9 p.m.
Bro, I ain't got nothing to say. We're the reigning champs. Okay. Everything's good.
Hey, my fantasy friend wants to know, is Saquon going to get
hold on a second.
My fantasy friend.
Slow your roll. We're talking about join the show, bro. Come on now.
I am here.
We're talking about what are you seeing in camp that you like, maybe dislike, you're excited to see. That's what we're talking about. I mean, come on.
I'm not excited
Like I
to
said,
see nothing.
it just turned the troll off for 1 minute.
It's not even on. There's nothing I want to see. I've seen everything is all right. Everything's good.
Wow. I told you, as soon as you won a championship,
Everything is
it was
going
gonna be like
perfectly
this.
to plan.
Anyone have any questions
Oh,
for Caroline about the perfect team? In
God.
Question.
Hey, I have a question. Prayers out to the people in New York, man. I swear, when I heard that story, I thought it was you. I thought it was you. You up in New York attacking the NFL office.
Okay.
I thought it was you.
Stop it. That's wrong, man.
Really, dude? All right.
I said prayers. I said prayers out to the people, man. Prayers out. But I thought it was you.
You did
It
not,
looked like you for a second.
it was him. Really?
Thank you. I look Middle Eastern. That's
Is
nice.
that a real question or just your nonsense? I mean, what are we doing here, man?
Honestly, y'all got the same defense. Are you seeing any changes to the offense now? Y'all doing anything different this year?
No. As long as Nick Sirianni's at the helm, everything's going to be the same.
You're not going to switch anything up?
He learned his lesson with Brian Johnson. So everything is going to be, the RPOs, stick to the run. When you need to move the chains, look for A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. I would like for them to get Dallas Goedert more involved, but, he's got to be healthy. So, and have Saquon run for another 2,000 yards.
Yep. Answer my question.
So
that was it.
So, Jared,
the question.
The pieces that left, like, and Eric, I know you're going to say they were not important pieces or whatever, but guys that left that you had to replace, how do you see those replacements doing so far in camp?
Well, Jalix Hunt is already getting praise from the best left tackle in the league, Jordan Mailata. He's going to replace Josh Sweat. Moro Jomo, same guy who was going crazy during this playoff run, this guy who's replacing Milton Williams. They actually have Cooper DeJean playing safety where CJ left. So, yeah.
You like that move with him going to safety?
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I mean, there's a guy moving up the depth chart who I'm hoping takes up that backup role in the Lewis sign. So,
who's going to play slot if Cooper's at safety?
Cooper moved down to the slot when they're in those packages. They've already said that, but in base defense, Cooper's is going to be in safety.
Any questions for him?
Yeah, I just have one because you would know it better than anybody. So I heard earlier, probably around draft time, that there was trade talks for Dallas Goedert. Was that all smoke, or was there any?
Oh yeah, he already signed an extension.
So,
I
was gonna ask, was there any truth to that, or?
Yeah, he signed an extension.
Okay, cool.
Oh, any questions for Curbs about his?
No, because I was gonna ask him about Coop because I'm tired of him being hidden. He was good in college. He was good in the position he played, but he needs to get out of that little shell that he's in over there. And so that's kind of where I was asking. But if he's going to end up going to safety and then going into slot in the packages, then that's getting out of that shell. That's exciting. That's exciting, guys.
Yeah, I know. 2 wide safeties in the base package. That's crazy.
Like Tyrann Matthews, almost like that.
Garbage ass.
Oh, come on, man.
Probably though, Reed. That's probably a good comparison there. Is Matthew?
All right. Okay. Any questions for Jared?
All right. Just real quick, 2 questions. Do you see Will Shipley and Kyle McCord staying on the roster this year?
Will Shipley, definitely. He's running back 2 right now. But Kyle McCord, no.
Okay. Anybody? Wes?
No, he kind of answered it. Does Saquon get 2,000 again?
If healthy, yeah. Who doesn't get 2,000 yards behind that offensive line?
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying that
they
don't go back-to-back like that.
I don't know. I mean,
2,000.
Wes, I look at it this way. You had DeAndre Swift and Miles Sanders both run for 1,200 and 1,300 yards.
Hey, Wes, sometimes they do, and you know that.
And Wes, you got to think.
Yeah.
As a team last year, they rushed for 3,337 yards.
Damn.
A lot of yards.
A lot of yards.
Run it down your throat. Run it around down your throat. Run that damn ball.
That's the offensive line for you, though. But yeah,
3,000-yard running backs with Saquon, Shipley, and AJ Dillon.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right, well, so I'll end it with my Bengals, as we've heard before the broadcast tonight. Trey Henderson has decided to end his holdout. He will be reporting to camp tomorrow. I don't know if that means that a deal has been worked out, but it is looking towards that. For the last I heard, which I got a notice about an hour ago, that the Bengals' last offer did include 2 years of fully guaranteed money. So depending on what that number is, apparently the number has been agreed upon. It's now agreeing upon that guaranteed. As Jared, as Kirby has eloquently has put, Shamar Stewart has finally learned how to spell his name, and so he signed a contract.
Oh God.
So
Wow.
he's in camp, which is apparently he only needed 1 day to make a splash. Everyone's really talking about how good he's doing. Again, I like what I'm seeing out of Al Golden and the defense being as disciplined as they've been. I'm still concerned, obviously, on that defense. But the young kids are looking good. Oren Burks is looking like a veteran leader, which is crazy. He's really putting in some good work. Chris Jenkins Jr. is working to get he's spending time in the rehab field and on the practice field, so he's doing both. Asai's looking good. So the team is looking good. I'm just, can they put it together? Offensive line looks really good. So I'm excited. Joe Burrow looks mid-season form. And again, the key is come out strong, come out fast, and come out and win some fucking games off the rip. So, Bo, have at
it. Hey,
I can't believe you raised your hand.
Hey, because I wanted to be first. Really bad on this one. So, have you seen Gesicki's involvement any type of way in this training camp?
Yeah, he's he's there. He's that guy. He's the number one tight end. There's 4 guys in the room right now. He's definitely giving the veteran leadership to the team. He has a very good connection with Burrow. I don't know what his numbers are going to be like. I do project. I'm going to put the bet, and I'll tell you why. Because apparently Jermaine Burton is on their up and up, and so is Yoshi Vosh has put on like 10 pounds of muscle weight, and they're loving Yoshi Vosh. So I don't know where he fits in. I will say this, though. He'll be out there more than for the opportunities, and I think that because of the good connection he has with Joe, I still do think that Gesicki will have a good year. Will he put up the same numbers as your guy? I don't know, our little bet that we have, but I was a little confused why Noah Fant came and visited us, but I don't know.
That's weird. Well, that's kind of what I was going, because I seen like the positive on y'all's backup tight ends on how good they were doing.
Yeah,
so I was oh no. I was like,
Yeah,
Mitch may already lose.
Hudson's the guy. Like Hudson is the future, and so is Joe All. Eric All. I'm sorry. Eric is still nursing an injury. And who's the other doofus face they have in there? I can't remember.
Doofus face, really?
No.
Oh, doofus.
Yeah,
Drew Sample.
No, Drew Sample. I've been waiting for years for Drew Sample to evolve to what they said he was going to be, but yeah,
just go on the sample size.
Hey, let it go.
Anybody else?
Let it go.
Hey, Mitch.
Let it go.
I've always wanted to ask you this question, and I've always forget to ask you.
what is your favorite all-time Bengals back, and who is the best Bengals back that you think of most of the time? Who's the best Bengal running back all time, and who's your favorite one?
It has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but
I know, but I just yeah, I think you.
I'll answer it anyway. As far, I mean, I don't really have one, to be honest. I mean, I love Corey, obviously. Cedric Benson. I was a big Cedric Benson fan. To be honest with you.
I don't have a good history of running backs. So that's how I wanted to know.
I like, big Giovanni Bernard fan. I was talking to Stitch earlier, with the fumble game that he had in the playoffs. I was a huge Joe Mixon fan. I mean, huge Joe Mixon. But also, I'm really liking Chase Brown now. I want to see what Chase got to offer. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Wes.
I want to hear everybody someday.
Coaching question. Where are you at with Zach as a fan?
Yeah, no, for some part, finish.
No, that's it. Because I know the conversations we have, so I want to know where you are at
so
as coach of your team, what he's doing with the talent you feel you guys have.
So I'm going to be honest. This is my coaching style across the board, right? Whether it be the way I coached, baseball, whether my coach in baseball. Sorry, Wes, I know it's so subject right now. My favorite football coach. I need you to have more. I want grit. I like the gritty guys. I like the guys that. Yes, you could be a player's coach, right? I love that term, player's coach, right? That the players respect you, but you could also be a hard ass as well, and yell and scream and anger and emotions and like here's my thing. And I think Bo, you and I talked about this during this whole Trey Hendrickson thing, right? Look, Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder could see that the Bengals had a bad defense last year. Just plain and simple. For you not to be fighting publicly for Trey Hendrickson to come back bothers me beyond anything else.
Be kissing or like begging, not begging because I don't beg, but like
beg, dude. At that point,
God, darn.
It's just like, come on, bro. Like this, your defense sucks so bad, and the only shining light you had was this one guy. Like, come on, like
it's because you wanted to keep your other three. That's why I made it so complicated.
No, but when you have the money and you have the means, I understand all this shit was going on with like the where we're gonna play. We have we're gonna do the renovations of the stadium and other shit, whatever, right? But I think overall, Wes, I like Zach. I'm a Zach supporter.
How short is his leash?
Oh, if we don't make the playoffs this year, he's fired.
All right, that's why
I'll tell you this right now. If it's starting off really bad,
another slow start.
Like we start off 1-3, he's fired week 4. He's fired.
Wow.
He deserves it. He deserves it.
Hey, Mitch.
Amen.
Hey, Mitch. I have a question. So, with that being said, with y'all always having a slow start, what do you think that the team could do to fix that? Because I've heard them talk about maybe Joe Burrow could play more in the preseason chemistry. Like, what would you see them do to fix that?
Well, you got Cleveland in the first game,
part of it, right? I think that's part of it, right?
Oh, play early. That makes sense. Yeah.
But here's my problem. Here's not my problem. Here's my statement to that. Joe Burrow's this is his 5th year in the league, right? Rookie season came in. He's a rookie, right? I expect that to slow starts with rookies. That's part of the game, right? Yeah, he just got to meet T. We were still working on some things. Had a good defense. Al Golden was there. So I'm okay, right? Year 2, he was hurt. So we've had problems, whether it be injuries, whether it be major. Look, this Trey Hendrickson is not a major contract issue. He's on the contract. That motherfucker was going to show up. You got the 2 big contracts out of the way. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's on the same page. This is if this is the year to have it happen. This is the year to make it happen. To me, if they have to be 3-1 or 4-0 by week 4, or not, to me, everything else is a failure. There's no progression. It's a pure failure. If we're 2-2, it's just we might as well be 1-3 or 0-4. That's the way I look at it.
So first round bounce, and is he still there?
No.
All right, I got a question for you, Mitch. Yeah. We were talking about Chase Brown, Jermaine Burton, and Yoshi Voss stepping up, right? Striker. Do you see Jamar Chase repeating as Triple Crown, or do you see him taking a step back like Cooper Kupp did when
Okay. So first off, you casual goldfish eating fool.
Oh my God.
He's not getting Triple Crown. I can't, bro.
Cooper Kupp fall off was due to an injury. Number 1.
No.
Number 2, no, I do not see him repeating his Triple Crown. It's such almost an impossible. It's so tough to do. Is the potential there? Yes. But I do see, and this is just me being honest, I do think a healthy T. Higgins, question marks, a now more pronounced Yoshi Vosh, and if Jermaine Burton and Mike Gesicki do what they're supposed to do with Chase Brown, I don't think the pressure needs to be on him to have that. Now, again, it's Jamar Chase. If it's there, here's the yes and no, Belly. If all those guys are healthy and performing early, right? Who the fuck are you covering? Who are you double teaming? Who are you?
Jamar Chase. You're doubling Jamar Chase. That's not a question.
Let me tell you something what I loved, and I saw this happen, and I heard about this happening. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Mims, our
lineman.
Yeah, or our lineman. They've been hanging out with the defense. They've been hanging out with the defense in their meetings, telling them what to watch for, right? On coverage plans and how certain guys cover them and how they protecting Joe and what Joe is looking for. So both sides are talking to each other. We never had that with Lou. Lou was practice till you throw up and your spleen comes out of your nose. And then we'll be okay. The approach that Al Golden takes is a lot different. It's building the players up. It's working on technique. It's about coverage, and I think that's going to be the biggest thing against Bengals cornerbacks and safeties this year. Is you're going to see better coverage schemes because that's what Al Golden's known for. So we'll see. But look, man, this is great. Every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're here. Next week, we are going to do the first random wheel. This is a no man only random wheel. So we got to have at least 12 guys up, 10 to 12 guys up here, as we do every week anyway. This will be the official one. So this will be put into a league. So Bo or Belly and anyone who wants to assist me with that, please let me know.
When those waivers start. Because you know that
we're going to waivers as soon as that shit's over.
It'll be the waivers will probably be open Maybe I'll wait to the Tuesday. That
That's fine. Just let us know. But for y'all, if this is your first year, that first 10 minutes is crazy.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure it is, bro. The whole team
is crazy.
It's crazy because I feel like I'm just gonna go in there and drop a bunch of people my first day and just wait for the waiver or the.
No, trust me. You're going to see some movement.
Yeah.
And if you're slipping, you're going to be mad.
Trades will
Somebody
happen.
have like 4 transactions before you even pick up your phone.
Yeah, don't be afraid of trades either. We'll be doing a lot of different leagues, so just stay tuned. Obviously, the main No Man League, which means on the Wes, we got to get started with the league here soon.
I got you. We're gonna meet up soon. We can discuss some things.
We got to get ready for the league show, which is every Wednesday night. It'll be only 1 hour, and we only talk about the No Man League. And so we got that going. We got a lot of other stuff going on, but every Tuesday night, come by, see the boys. Thank you, Bo, Stitch, Belly, Snow, Reese, Bro, Kirby, if you're still out there. I know Drew has some stuff tonight. Stino, everybody that's involved. Listen, to the 1,485 subscribers on YouTube, bless. Thank you. For the 390 on Twitch, thank you. We appreciate y'all. And listen, real quick, while the show was on, did receive an update on Mr. Sonny Smith as well. What I mentioned earlier. We really need your prayers. It's
okay.
Took a turn we weren't hoping for. So, to the entire Smith family, to Perry's son, Perry's daughter, his ex-wife, to the entire South Charlotte Braves organization, to the kids on the team that he coached, to the families that we support you. Sonny, we love you. We're praying for you. And to everyone that's going through it, man, listen, I'm lucky. I got a gaggle of great guys to talk to whenever I'm down. And, it's just tough. This is a tough time. So if you're dealing with some shit, you ain't got nobody, you got us, man. So hit us up, nomanfantasyfootball@gmail.com. Hit us up on TikTok. We got the debates with Bro that Bro, if you're listening still, I know may have been having some difficulties, but he does the debates. Check those out. Bo, again, Stitch, Belly, Snow, Reese, Bro, Wes.
Saturday night.
Oh, listen, yes, this Saturday night, SummerSlam Saturday and Sunday night. Check out TikTok. You got JC and you got Billy B doing the wrestling.
Nice.
Shout out to all the supporters, man. Shout out to the Not Move podcast. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the support. Bo,
are you keeping the panel open until and once you in the?
What do you mean?
The live.
What's live?
The YouTube and the Twitch.
Like after tonight?
Yes.
Am I keeping it going?
No.
What do you mean?
No. I was just asking if you were going to keep the panel or if you were just going to drop everything all at once.
Oh no. I'll stay on for a few seconds. I do want to.
Okay.
You want to take care of some adult activities, but anyway.
That part.
Listen, shout out to the world. I'll say he's not here. As Drew would say, DC, you suck. Although I did see
Superman.
I have not. I just seen parts of it.
It's so good.
I fell asleep. I'm gonna watch the whole thing, but I did watch Happy Gilmore too. That shit was hilarious.
Oh, it was.
I gotta see that tomorrow.
Just see it, watch it.
I only liked it because of nostalgia. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree. I totally agree.
It was a bad platform.
Hey, look, all I gotta say is still.
It's missing a lot of characters. A lot of guys passed away. So
it's just weird.
I'm just saying, Stitch put some glasses on. You look like the golfer that switched over to that other team. I'll have you more too.
Oh yeah, the Maxi guy.
He's like,
if you want to be part of the Random Rule League, let us know. Check you out. Peace out.